Right, hello everybody. Well, here I am, Sunday afternoon. It's just gone, well, 5 to 12, nearly Sunday afternoon. I've got both the girls down with us today. Finished work about 3:30 this morning. So I was up and about by about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Get myself sorted, get down here, get set up before I switch the camera on. So Betty and Mitzi are down for the day and the night. So it's very windy, but the wind's blowing towards the back of my shelter, so when I'm standing here I'm not getting hit by any at all, and it's nice and cosy inside my shelter. Basically I've come down today to just tidy up all this because it's a mess and I'm sick of coming down to it. This wood stove thing, I'm going to try and get that demolished and make something better, because it's just a horrible eyesore. Obviously, sorry about the noise of the wind. I'm going to go and check camp as well. As you can see, I've got my stove all set up with my new pole that I got off Steve. There's a few branches being blown over. I think there's a bit of my tree here has been taken off. So I'll let it go around and have a check. You can see it's getting quite blowy. The wind's just coming straight from the rear of my lights, so rear of my shelter. So let's see how it's looking on the top. Aye, still all camped up nicely. I've got a lot of bits and pieces I need to sort out. So another thing I'm going to do is probably tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll have do a quick tour of the camp, because I watch a lot of Bushwhacker Man and his daughter, Girl Outdoors, and the Bushwhacker Man's comment on one of my videos asking if he could have a proper tour around the camp just to have a good look at it. So Bushwhacker Man, going to sort that out for you, matey. Alright, and I'll give you a proper tour around my shelter and that as well, in my little area as well. But most of you know about Camp Bob. We've got rifle range, we've got catapult ranges, we've got a kitchen, we've got running water coming into the kitchen as well, right in the centre of the camp. We've got a big social area, we've got toilets, we've got a lot of plans set up for Camp Bob as well, but we'll do that as it goes along. But first of all, I need to get sorted and start doing some graft before the daylight runs out. It gets dark here about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Alright, so bring us back in a bit. Right then, so I've been busy, like it's 22 already. I went and demolished my wood storage that was originally there before I took over this plot. And there's the pallets there. I've used another pallet. I've picked up all the bits that I want log wise and things, a couple of bits and pieces left lying. I've just got to process all this lot now, tidy all that area up. Oh, hey, tell you what, it's windy. I'm getting cold and now, so I need a brew. So basically what I've done is, I'll take you around the back. I've used an old army poncho, which is here. And I've just made a bit of a lean-to with it. Obviously I've tied it up to the tree here to keep the back up a bit. It's had poles attached to it down here, so all I've done is, because they're not coming out the eyelets in any way, Betty's coming in for a sniff, look. I've banged them poles all the way in, and then I've put a peg down there as well. I know, Betty darling, because I've been busy. I'm going to come get some food and have a brew and that ways. Alright, so basically I've used a bit of oil cam net. That'll just lift up when I want it. This pallet's not good in any weight, but it's just leaned up against there at the minute, just to put it out the way. Alright, so basically the cam net hides it a bit. I'll just move over here so you can see. Sorry about my camera. So basically it's hidden away a little bit. Obviously there's a big white bag in there, but that's got all the little bits of smashed up pallets and things in, because I didn't want to be filling me shed up with it. So like I say, I've just got to tie this bit up. I've put another platform down here as well, just to give us a little bit more sitting area for when I'm sitting out in the fire. I think the fire, I'm going to move it back over a bit closer, a bit further away. It's a raised fire in any way. It's not in the ground, it's not touching the ground, so I've got no problems with it burning roots or anything. Betty's away or a little wonder, look. Mitzi's lay on my bed. And you moo. It's actually alright in here, you know. There's not a single bit of wind getting through or anything. And because the wind always comes from the rear of the shelter, and anyway, that's hence why I built it in this direction. I'm standing here now, and I'm standing here now, and I can't even feel a bit of turn that way. That's the way that's supposed to go, isn't it? I'm still in my hoodie and that. I kind of feel the wind when I'm sat here, so that's going to be ideal for the fire. I'm not going to be having massive fires in any way when I'm outside. I'll be sitting in the shelter the night. It's just too blowy. I was hoping to have a fire outside, like, but nah, it's not going to happen. I'm thinking also about making like a bit of a perimeter fence around the sides and that here as well, just to give it that little bit of a my camp feeling. Obviously I'm not going too far, like I'll just go from like say from this little tree here to that one, leave me pathway, and then going from that tree, bring all that stuff over and up there and around the back of my shelter, and this will be my nice little area. And obviously if the wind comes that way, all this debris that's there, I'll just pile it up and I can burn that as and when I need it as well. And I can just build a bit of a wall before that rather than slicing and dicing it all, because I can just use it as and when I need it. I'm going to go down, well, I'm going to have a walk around camp soon and check things out because of the wind. Check on everybody's shelters and things, make sure everything's sound. I think I may be having a bit of a problem with the social tarp. It looks like I'm not sure if it looks like it's come loose a bit, like, or if it has, it'll be a nightmare doing it by myself, so I'll take it the best I can. Right, I'm going into waffle mode. I'll bring you back when I've got a brew in my hand. I think I might have a pot noodle or something. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, got myself a brew on the go and a curry noodles, pot. Oh, Mitzi keeps on barking for some daft reason. She must hear little bits of noises somewhere getting carried by the wind, because there's nobody out there. I mean, I think there might be a motocross thing going on across the road, like, but I can't really tell because the wind's that noisy. But as you can see, still nice and light, still nice and windy. Nobody around at all. Right, so what I'm starting to do now is rake all the stuff off the ground. I'm going to start putting it up against the sides and all that, just to insulate it from the outside a bit better. Alright, I've started doing this side, around here. What'll happen is when it rains and that, it'll just compact that and it'll just break down nicely like it has at the back end, which I'll show you. What I've done ages ago. Alright, up, it's a nice flower. And as you can see, that's gone solid now. Alright, I've got a couple of gaps here I need to fill in, which I'll need to leave that so I can see, because I can feel a draft coming in through this gap. Obviously it's where the two bits of tarp meet and I didn't fit them in properly, but it's not a problem, not a problem at all. Obviously the roof's looking good, yeah. All the back end at the bottom's got all the pine needles and that down, just to keep everything nice and airtight. And it helps with the inside, it stops all the drafts coming through. But obviously like that one I say. Alright, so I'm just starting to do this now. it's 4:30. I've come into the shelter now. It's still reasonably light out. Well, it is light outside still, but obviously it's a bit darker in here now, so I've had to put me little light on. I've got my stove on the go. I've got a little bit of water in there, which I'm just burning off my pan, just so I can start cooking on it later on, because it's been standing unattended for a few weeks now, so just to get that boiled up a bit and then give it a good clean before I put my food in. I've got about 6 cans of lager, whereas in a little hip flask. Obviously I didn't drink that much now. Them were here from the last time I came. I thought I'd just bring a slab down, and it saves us carrying them down every time I come, because I only have about 2 or 3 cans max. But I'm going to open a can now because I'm parched. I didn't fancy a cup of tea. I should have one like it warms up a bit, but I'm warm. It's not cold in here. The wind's not hitting me inside the shelter. I've got the door wide open. Not cold. Obviously I've put my stove on now, so I'll be starting to get a bit of heat off that. My battery's running out on my camera, so I need to get it charged up again. So I'll stop waffling and I'll bring you back in a bit. See you in a while. Well, as you can see, the fire's going well. I've been putting some coal in, and the coal is burning lovely. It's starting to give off a nice bit of heat. I'm just hiding a little bit of wood in at a time. I've been hiding coal in. I've just hiding a bit of rubbish in there as well to get rid of. But other than that, it's happy days. Right, it's 10 to 6. What I've been doing is, because this door keeps on opening up too much, it's opened at the bottom a bit, so it must be tied off on that bottom corner too high up, so I'll have to sort that out. I've been putting these little ties on. So basically what I've done here is a bit of tape, pushed the hole through so it obviously doesn't rip the top, and then I've got some hooks, and I've just put hooks up here so it's all nice and fastened all the way down, just to try and retain some of the heat. When I come over here and feel a bit cold, I'm sat next to the fire at the minute and I'm okay. Oh, I just feel like someone's just walked over my grave. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? A bit dark. There you go, we'll just put a bit of night vision on. Right, yeah, you know, as a quick wipe. So I've been sorting that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prep my tea. Another thing I've went and brought, which I had in my old shelter at Camp Bob, is this fan. So I'm just going to see how this works, because obviously what it's supposed to do is put on fires, and it's supposed to blow the heat across to you. Oh, we'll see how that goes. I'll shut this vent a little bit. Alright. But them bits of coal are keeping the fire going lovely. So, right, I'm going to get my food out of the bag, get myself sorted, get some scran because I'm getting hungry now, and then I've got some chicken for the girls as well. But things are going to be looking good, and it's going to be smelling nice in here soon, so bring us back in a bit. Right then, tea tonight, we've got a winter vegetable chicken casserole. Alright, it's got loads of obviously chicken. No, it's got chicken drums and chicken breasts and all are in. I've got some mushrooms to put in, and I've got in this tub, I'll just get it open, I've got some more tatties and more veg to put in. Oh, the dogs have come alive because there's food out, look at them, like little vultures. I've got some chicken for the girls, but I've got some dry food and wet food for them as well. Then I've got a nice half slab of chocolate cake, like a Swiss roll, and some custard for afters. So I need to get my food prepped and get it on because it's 6:05. Alright, turn this torch off. I had a little bit of a chill there before, like, obviously the coal works great, it burns for a long time, but I need to get the fire up and running now properly. I need to get some food on the go. I'm feeling hungry. I've had 3/4 of a can, so I don't know, I was pulling that face. So. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at these. There's me girls. How's me girl? Okay. You've seen the food coming out, so you've got to go to your bed, you lazy bugger. She's been lying on the bed for ages, her and Mitzi. Bless them. Yeah. Had to bring both the girls out with us, didn't I? Yeah. Well, lass has got things happening in the morning. She's got work and that. So, obviously, girls don't get left by themselves. Right then, we'll stop waffling, get me scran on the go. I'll bring you back later. Alright. Well, there we have it. Food's nearly done. It's looking good. I might have put a bit too much water in, but I'm not bothered because it'll be like a nice soup. And it's going to keep in any weight for tomorrow, some of it. Let's make sure my camera doesn't steam up. So we've got a load of chicken in there. As you can see, it's that done nicely now. It's starting to fall off the bone. I've got mushrooms, potatoes, which I've just had one to check, make sure it's alright. Onion, leeks, carrots. What else is in there? Did I say mushrooms? So, aye, it's looking good, looking really good. Obviously, I'm not bothered if it falls off the bone, like, because it'll just tomorrow I'll find the bits. Times are ticking now, like it's 20 to 8. I've been on a chat with a few lads and that, like, so I've just been sitting chilling, having a couple of cans. So let's turn that light off. Aye, so I'm looking forward to my food. It's nice and warm in here now. Obviously I've had it warmer in here. I've just been letting the fire go nice and slowly, haven't had it raging, obviously because I'm cooking food. Once that comes off the stove, then happy days, I'll just bang it up. So when I go to the back of the shelter, I can't feel a draft over the back end where I'm going to be sleeping. I've had to put the dogs' coats on just to stop them from getting cold. But obviously I'm sitting practically right near the fire and anyway, so I'm nice and warm, excuse me. It's still blowing a gale outside, so we just have to keep an eye on that. A couple of the boys coming down tomorrow. Just put my lid back on me pan. There's a couple of lads coming down tomorrow. We're going to do a few adjustments with a couple of things, because obviously we're me in social shelters had a few little mishaps. So, and I couldn't fix it by myself because the wind's too strong. God, that can's making us burp. But anyway, all you Scottish lot, happy Burns night for Saturday gone. I know it's Sunday night now, like, but for last night, happy Burns night. Is it Jock Slange or something like that? You see, I can't remember. I used to be in the TA, and I used to be in 204 Battery Tyneside Scottish Royal Artillery 101 Regiment, and used to love the bagpipes, like, absolutely belt as they were. Used to win loads of competitions and all. I used to drive them when I was a sproggy gunner, up to Stirling, places like that, up in Edinburgh. Some of them used to be mortal drunk by the time I got there. Obviously because I was driving. I never put my hand in my pocket on a night time, because the lads went and bought you drinks, so because you drove them around. Good old days, good old days. There's a few lads starting to join me North East Bush group. Can't even speak. North East Bushcraft group that I'm in. So it's bringing it back a few old memories, like good ones and some bad ones, like, but mostly good ones. But anyway, enough about that. Happy days. I'm out camping. Someone keeps on telling us not to stop saying happy days all the time, but anyway, happy days. Right, I'm gonna get plated up some food, get it down my neck, and I'll bring this back later. Right, time for my first lot of tea. I'm looking forward to it. So hope it tastes nice as well as it looks. So, and I've still got tons in there. Obviously there's a lot of juice in there as well, like, but I'll see. I'll get this down my neck first, and I'll let yous know. It's the first time I've cooked something like this, so I'll see how it goes. Well, there's dessert, custard, and Swiss roll. Chocolate Swiss roll. The surfing's gonna be good. Well, I'm gonna be fatter than a fat thing by the time I'm finished eating tonight. I'm only on my third can, and that's my last can. So I'm gonna get that drunk, eat this food, get tidied up. I've got my dishwater in there still. Get my stuff prepped for in the morning, and then that's it. Put this water into there. That'll warm me dishwater back up. Oh, that was a bit naughty. Put that on there. So that's my dishwater ready, and I'm going to eat that before it gets too cold. See you later. Right, well, it's 10 to 4 in the morning, and I've finally dragged myself out my pit. It's only because I need to go to the toilet. I thought I'd come over and check my stove, and it's still piping hot. Obviously it's not thinking, but obviously because it's had coal in it last night, it's all still going. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll turn my light off and you'll probably be able to see it better. Well, good morning everybody. It's 25 to 3 in the morning. I feel wide awake, even though my eyes don't feel it. I feel like I've got pee holes and like eyes like pee holes in the snow. I've been awake for about 25 minutes. It's cold when you come out the sleeping bag. Like, obviously my fire's died out last night. I didn't keep stoking it up. Not too long to get it going again, like, I suppose, if I get up out of bed. So, but I've been lying here for about 25 minutes. Betty kept hiding a sleeping bag off herself. Where's she? There she is. Kept hiding a sleeping bag off herself, so I've wrapped me softy jacket over the top of her and lifted the sleeping bag up here a bit just to stop the drafts hitting her. But aye, it's just a little child, bless her, so she can just stay in bed. Mitzi's in here, look. There's Warmoo. Yeah. Mitzi's like toast chairs, keep me lovely and warm. This the Arctic bag, obviously it's a good bargain anyway, but aye, she's I don't know what them lines are on my screen, and I thought I'd show up on the video. Aye, but there's plenty of room for me and Mitzi in this dust bag. My other dust bags are a bit tighter because they're like a mummy fit, but this one's a lot spacier. So, but I think I'm gonna get up, put a brew on, I'll get the fire on. And because I went to bed quite early last night,
I think 9:30, 10 o'clock I was starting to fall asleep, so I just gave up and went to bed. I drank 2 1/4 cans of lager last night. I actually poured majority of a can out last night onto the floor outside. I just couldn't be bothered. I was tired. But obviously I finished work at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was back up by 9 o'clock in the morning, so that's like by 4 o'clock I went to bed. So I still had a 5-hour kip. But this is what I do in anyway when I'm night shift. When you're night shift, your body clock's all over the place, so you know, I'll probably just stay up now in any rate. I can always get a early night the night when I'm at home, and then be up dead early in the morning. Oh, excuse me. Right, I'm going into waffle mode, and it's only 2:45 in the morning. Right, see you in a bit. And look, all the coals. So it does work. The coal keeps it going, and there is heat coming off it. But obviously, I'm at the other side. I'm at the other side of the shelter, so I didn't really feel the heat off it. But I can feel the heat off it here. That's happy days. That like coal lasts for hours, doesn't it? Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get the fire going. Right then, it's 5:05. Time to get some breakfast on the go. So I've got a little bottle here with some oil in. Put me plastic there because I'll wrap that back up. Get some oil in. Looks like a urine sample, but trust me, it's cooking oil. Spatula. Basically, I've got the ring off the actual stove just to get the heat direct. Let that heat up a little bit. And then I've already prepped. I've got a couple of eggs, so I just whisk them all together in this little plate, and I've just chopped some bread up. So I'm just going to have some eggy bread this morning with some bacon, and then if I'm still hungry, then I'll just have some porridge as well. Alright, I've still got some chicken stew stuff left from last night as well, so that's well soaked in there now. It's been soaking in there for about half an hour. Oh, that'll work a treat. Yum yum. Never had eggy bread for ages. So that's what my breakfast is going to be. That and 12 rations of bacon, if I cook it all like. And I've got another couple of slices of bread there as well. So happy days. Right, bring you back when we get cooking. Right then, here we're going. I forgot to shut the bloody door on the fire. So obviously it wasn't sucking the air in properly because the door was wide open, and obviously having that gap on as well. I was wondering why it was going slow. But anyway, while that's happening, I've poured myself a brew. So I'm just going to make this and have a drink of this. Well, they're gone. And once my bacon's nearly done, I'll just start shuffling that to one side, and then I'll start doing some eggy bread. I think I might be having round 1 and round 2 on me breakfast this morning, and then I'm going to get squared away, put everything away that I didn't need, get it all packed, and start doing some graft.
bit of bacon. Yeah, I'm going to try a bit of this eggy bread. See how that goes. Now the bacon's gone to one side there now. Just leave that there, but that's where all the main fat is. It's on a bit of a slope this, so I need to get this levelled up properly, this platform. Next time I come do that, bring a proper spirit level. A little bit of fat through there. That's it. Oh, it's looking good. Well, there we have it. Breakfast. 4 bits of eggy bread, some bacon, bit of ketchup, and a nice mug of tea. So, let's have a look and see what this is like. No, I made eggy bread for a long time. Hey. That's just belter. I think it could have been a little bit longer, like, but really nice. Lovely. And obviously, bacon's bacon in it. Nice. Right, I'm gonna get this down my neck, and then I might make another breakfast. Might as well get the food used up. I'll stop speaking with your mouth full. Fill it. Right. Anyway, catch us in a bit. Breakfast time for the girls. It's 7 o'clock. Mitzi's gonna get hers there, and I've got the water on the other side, and then Betty's got hers there. Go on then, Betty. Go on. There you go. I've had my breakfast. Now it's time for them too. You move over there with the way, Betty. That's it, good girl. And then they'll have a bit more wet food later on if we're here a bit late. If not, when we get home they'll get some more chicken and a bit more dry food. So, bless them. I think I need to invest in a couple of them bowls for here rather than having these big massive things, because then I could use one of them. Go on. Got their jackets on them because I'm packing my bed not away. Mitzi's been lying in my sleeping bag for a while, like. So, like I say, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, I just turned that off. I've got bloody lights on all over the place. I'm just packing away now. I've had a couple of breakfasts. I've had three cups of tea since I've been up. Obviously, I've been up for nearly 4 hours now. I've just been sitting, tidying things up, or reorganising things and that. Listening to me tunes that you can hear in the background there. Just getting squared away, so as soon as it's light I can go straight outside. All I've got to do now is have a wash and brush my teeth. I've just finished doing all the pans and plates and all that. I can't believe how many flipping pans and plates and cups and that I use, me, like. But never mind, enough waffling about that. Alright, so this morning the plan of action is I want to try and move my fire away from me entrance to me shelter a bit more. I just feel like it's too close now.
yeah, it's too close and I feel as if I'm tripping over it. So I'm going to push it away from the shelter a little bit and we'll see how it goes from there. Obviously I didn't need to dig out or anything. It's just a case of taking out the windbreak, rebuild that up. I might build it up into like a three-sided square and then put the pit in the middle of it, and then it just protects it from all sides. I'll see what time I've got, because I've got a few jobs to do around camp as well, like sorting out the main shelter and right, morning everybody. Right, I've decided that my shelter's too little, like height wise, so rather than move my shelter, I've decided I'm going to start digging down. If I can get it level with where that platform is there, that's about at least another foot, even if it's just this bit here for now, just so for when I'm sitting and all that, because I feel like my head's touching the roof all the time when I'm sitting on my bench. So I'm going to dig this up this morning, see what it looks like, get it all flattened out nicely so I can put my bench back in, and then just do it bit by bit. I don't have to do it all today. Obviously I'll just do all that section and then this front section, then do it in three, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages. Alright, so what I'll have to do is I'll move the dog's bed as well, because otherwise they'll just get covered in crap. And plus, it's a bit nippy this morning, so it'll warm us up. Alright, so, I've got a little robin right next to us. Mr. Robin there. You can see him on here. There he is. Hello, Mr. Robin. Oh. The dog's gonna scare him. Bet he thinks I'm calling her. Right, and anyway, getting a visit off somebody here. That's what they reckon. Right, these two little skunks. Mitzi's in a playful mood now. She's awake. It's warmer for her. He's taking loads of notice of her, is what he's like all the time in the house. I'd say just because you're getting ignored. Go on then, go on then, go and see. She's right yapper like, isn't she? But she kept me nice and warm last night. Not that I need it because that's eating bags minting anyway. Right, before he's getting annoyed with the barking, like I do normally. Well, not annoyed, just paid off. Right, she's having a little silly moment. Crazy old girl. And Betty's taking loads of notice of her and shit. Right, bring us back when I've done a bit of work. What are you doing, Betty? Oh. Had my camera set up for ages waiting for that to happen. It didn't happen, so I went and got my camera. And now it's happened.
Now I know where it comes up. I have my camera pointing the wrong direction in any rate. Look at that, that's a lovely sunset, that sunrise. Right, well, cup of tea time. Girls are back in the corner, lying down. That is hard going, that. I've only gone about half a foot down, but already it's starting to make a difference. I can stand up now, here, properly, fully up, without bending down. But I think I'm going to have to go down a lot further to stand up down there. Which I doubt I'll be doing. So, in any rate, it's just to give a little bit of extra headroom. That robin's back again. Keeps coming back. It's nice and bright now. That wind's died down a hell of a lot as well. You can see all the trees are all starting to settle a bit. Still a bit of a breeze, but not as bad as last night, like. So, I've got it 9:05, so I've got a couple of hours. I'll let it start letting me fire die down soon as well. Obviously I've just put it on just to get a brew and that. I think I might hide that scran on, get that scran as well. Let's put me brew down, sit down a second. Aye. Ooh. Let's take that off. It's like a Chinese laundrette in here. There's clothes hanging up all over. My tea towels and all that are hanging up to dry. Obviously I've got all the dogs' leads and harness and that up there. But I've got the fire raging. I've still got stew in there to eat. Actually I think I might put that on now. But I've got that fan on. I don't know if you can see out in here, like, because I've got the light off. Kettle. I've got enough in there for another brew if I want one. But what I'll do is, I'll just leave that on, let that heat up slowly. No point in, that's better. No point in wasting food, like, might as well get it done and dusted up, gives a little bit of extra of a boost as well. So, at any rate, I'll see how I go with the digging. I might just have to spend a day down here by myself without the dogs and just come down specifically just to do this job. So I think it's going to be a full day job this, and I'll not get this done the day. So I think I might sack doing that because it's knacking me back, and finish off tidying up outside and just prep all my wood, get it put into here all a little bit. I don't know what I keep looking over there for. Right, waffle mode's coming in, so see you in a bit. Right, I'm still here, still at camp. It's just after 12 o'clock. I've started digging out the front bit, yeah. So I can just about stand up properly inside. Need to go in a bit more and down a bit more as well once I get her in there. I just want to try and keep it as level as I can. It doesn't have to be mega, it's just better. Obviously where I've dug that bit out, I'll be putting my seats. Sit better. I've got the stove back on the go just to reheat. I reheated it before, but I need to reheat that bit again because it's gone cold, and I'm going to make another brew. Chris has just arrived about half an hour ago. He's over there. That's the Northumbrian. So he's just getting his cells set up. So what I'll do is, once my kettle's boiled, I'll nip over. I'll clean my stuff up and all that, and I'll take some hot water off him so he can make himself a brew. Because it's a bit nippy, like, my feet are nippy. Feet are cold. I'm just about packed up in that, like, a few bits and pieces to put away, but I've just spoke to the wife. I've been given an extra 4 hours time out, so I don't have to be home at 4 o'clock now. Because she says when you get home you'll just get yourself showered and put your stuff away and end up falling asleep on the settee in anyway, so might as well leave it a bit later. So I probably will in anyway. I've been up since quarter 3 this morning, so but my back's starting to hurt now with the digging. Chris has got a matlock. I had to go over it before over here. We've got one of them camping. I didn't even know about it, so Gary came down before and he taught us about it, and it's within 2 minutes I had that little bit done. So I'll see if Chris has finished because he just wanted to flatten a little bit of land out, and then I can try and get as much done as I can. I'll probably come down for another day, like, and dig out properly inside. I want to get something for the floor as well, so we'll see. Right, I'm waffling, totally waffling, but that's a nice sight. The sunshine is coming out. Because it's been a bit bleak and cold, well, not bleak, but it's been cold this morning. At least the wind's gone though, so that's a good thing. Alright, see you in a bit. Probably had something hanging from my nose there. I'll be out new though. Right, that's me all packed, ready to go. Just turn this camera around. Sorry, I've got a bit of a snotty nose because I've been hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold all day. So I think I've got a bit of a cold. I'm scruffy like, but I'm not bad, enjoying myself. My back's hurting off all the digging and that. Obviously I've got my burden on my back, and I've got my trolley with some bits and pieces on. Some tools to drop back off at the tool shed, get them locked up. Go down, say to Chris, the Northumbrian. We'll have a quick butcher's at how his bill's coming on. It was looking canny good when I went down before, when we had a brew and that. So, alright. It's been a cracking 24 hours out. Well, more than 24 hours now, because I came out yesterday morning. Anyway, enough waffle. We'll go down and see Chris, and then we'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit. Right, we'll go and say to Chris, and we'll have a quick deeks at his shelter, which is looking fantastic. I tell you what, it wasn't looking like this the last time I come doing like Chris. Eh? Nah. You fuck. Oh, I've just nearly swore there.
But I'm there.
Oh, it's a work in progress. Oh, aye. Definitely.
It's getting there now.
Wow. Tell you what, I wish I didn't have my burden on. I'll take my burden off. 2 seconds, I'll bring it. Aye, so this is Chris's shelter. It's going to be a little Bobby Dazzler this, like Chris.
It's going to be mint.
This is Chris, this is the Northumbrian.
Oh yeah.
He's a knife maker that's in the group. If anybody's interested, look him up. Got some belter knives and ferro rods and
All sorts.
neck knives and everything. So, but aye, that's looking mint, that Chris.
Yeah. Big with Laplander pouches too.
Oh, you done them and all?
Aye. I mean that's just a lightweight one, that.
Aye.
We sale, you know.
I might be getting one off you, mate, if I can't find mine. I'm probably doing somewhere that I can't find it.
I am always doing stuff like that.
But aye, Chris has opted to look out of the woods rather than in the woods because you get a belt at sunrise just over there. So
It's actually
that's why he's opted it. Doesn't want to see our big fat hairy backsides in anyway, does he?
No,
And he didn't want to be facing that way. Because Gary gets up, he sleeps naked. Gary gets up in the morning and walks around naked for a bit. That's why I'm over the other side of the woods, mate. He keeps on bending down to pick things up in front of John and all. What he did the last time.
Yeah,
Isn't that right, Gary, mate? Full moon. Right, I'm going to say it's raw now, because I've got to get back to Newcastle. Get myself squared away and then spend a few hours with my wife before I fall asleep on the settee. Alright, so thanks for watching everybody. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and thank you very much.